So let's look at product compliance in 2025, because to make sure that your product in 2025 are compliant, well, guess what? You need to get ready before that, especially if you have a number of products, right? So why 2025? Because of the EU for Sustainable Product regulation that will ask for a passport, but also this is not just for product under CE marking, right? Because of the EU's general product safety regulation that comes into effect just a little bit before. So let's say 2025 as a broad brush date. So how to structure all these elements here? It looks like a mess. We have supplier 1, supplier 2, okay, and then you have different products, A, B, C, D, E, all right? 2 suppliers, okay, already there's sort of a wall like this, all right? Then for some of these suppliers, actually the products are made in different factories, all right? So here again, you have sort of a wall, because you have supplier 1 puts some products in factory 1.1 and factory 1.2. So you can really mix all of these elements together. So you have sort of these walls here. Okay, now after that, let's take the example on the left. Supplier 1 uses factory 1.1 to make product A that is sold to you. Let's say you're the importer. You put the branding and everything all in your name, so you're the manufacturer. In the European Union's eyes, okay, you have ultimate responsibility for compliance. Now, you need to put together technical documentation. Okay, I'll call it a technical folder here, right? And you need to issue a DOC, and actually the technical folder backs up the claims of the declaration of conformity, okay, DOC, declaration for conformity. You must issue the declaration of conformity. You must put together the technical folder in advance, okay, by the time you put the product on the market. In the future, you will not have the time to put it all together once the market surveillance authorities ask for it. You need to do it in advance. Why? Because digital product passport. Okay, so for every product, and a passport before a product, for every product there will have to be some kind of digital file, let's say this way, that puts together a number of things, including obviously the DOC, the technical folder, information. Well, since it's a technical folder, it has information about the product, about the manufacturing place, about the supplier, etc., etc. Okay, now you might say, wait a minute, here in this example, factory 1.2, certain things can be merged, right? So yeah, so if product B and product C are quite similar, and some of the test reports maybe are, are done on these 2 products together. For example, the chemical analysis test for restricted substances maybe together. Okay, well, maybe it makes sense for convenience. I know a lot of companies like to do this, to put them together in a technical folder. Okay, 1 technical folder for 2 products. Okay, 2 products, 1 technical folder. Now, what about the DOC? I know some companies like to do 1 DOC for 2 products, or 10 different products if they're really similar. I don't really suggest doing that. Okay, once this is all automated, in the end you will need to have a product passport per product. That's my understanding of the Ecodesign for Sustainable Product regulation. Okay, it's still at the proposal level, but this is my understanding of it. And so why not also have 1 DOC per product? It seems like the cleaner thing to do. Okay, and then the passport, basically starting from the consumer, will be able to see some information, and the market surveillance authorities obviously will be able to see everything in the passport. The passport, okay, will show the DOC will show the technical folder which backs up the DOC, and it might involve some other products, not a huge problem, I think. Then technical folder links to the product and then shows the factory information, shows the supplier information. Okay, all of this will be visible from the passport. All right, same thing for this one, this passport, this DOC, this technical folder, this product, this factory, this supplier. And if we look on the right side, basically it's the same story. You have one factory, one supplier. Okay, there's two products. If you want to put it in one technical folder, all right, or you can put it in two different technical folders, and then DOC, and then passport. And then when the market surveillance authorities will probably, let's say, scan the QR code and enter use their password, or let's say their privileged access to see the full content of the passport, well, they will see the declaration of conformity, they will see technical folder, information about the product, about the factory, about the supplier. Okay, so this is the way that seems to make sense most of the time, okay, for the regulations and directives for the products that are sold in the EU. Okay, by the way, CE marking, okay, it's not just directives now. For example, the battery regulation is a regulation, right? So it's a little bit different from a directive. It immediately becomes law in all the countries. Okay, so this again is for all, even the simplest products that are not electrical, not for kids, and so on and so forth, right? Because of the general product safety regulation. Now all of them will need to have a DOC technical folder, right? And because of the Ecodesign for sustainable product regulation, they will need to have a passport. Okay, this whole thing is becoming a bit messy with all these markups, so I'll stop here. I hope this was useful, and see you soon for another video.